Travel Cambodia with me unplugged. No internet, no data, no planning. We're taking it back to old school backpacking. Today is day 7 and it's 5 a.m. and I'm sitting on the side of the street in Phnom Penh. How did I get here? We left Battambang last night around 10:30 p.m. and took about a 7-hour journey to get to Phnom Penh. Arrived at the bus company, the woman told me, oh, get a tuk-tuk to a different bus company. That tuk-tuk driver clearly had no idea what he was doing and took me to an empty building and was like, get out. And I was like, no, because I have heard Phnom Penh maybe isn't the safest of places. Then he took me to a different tour agency. Still not the bus station, but now we're at a tour agency. Bought a ticket, but it's not for another hour and a half. So now we're just sitting out here, waiting until it's time to go. We are at the halfway point of this 2-week journey, and so quick little recap of everything that's happened in the last 6 days. We watched sunrise from Angkor Wat, we were sick in Siem Reap, we ate bugs in Siem Reap, we made the journey to Battambang, watched a bunch of bats fly out of a cave, and now we're here. I'm sure there's something else I'm missing, but if you've missed them, go make sure you watch day 1 through 6 in the 14 Days in Cambodia Unplugged series. The last time we spoke was 12 hours ago. Where do I even begin? I made it though. I've got a bed, $5 a night for a private room. No AC though, just a fan. So, I don't know where to begin. For starters, I think I got screwed over. The tour agency grabbed a tuk-tuk and took me to the side of the road and just like dropped me off on the side of the road. But on the way there, we passed by a big bus company and the driver was like, here. And the other guy that was from the agency was like, no, there. So at first I was like, okay. And then a van pulls up and I was like, am I getting on that? Keep in mind, I'm good with like rough travel and roughing it. But there's just 2 bikes in the van, like 2 bikes in the van, and the handlebar was just in the seat that I was supposed to be sitting in. Once I found out that yes, that is where I'm going, I was like, all right, well, here goes nothing. Oh man, it was pretty uncomfortable, but you know, I think it was like a 10-hour ride. But the one thing that did make it all better was there's this super cute, adorable little baby and the mother that was sitting next to take, and especially with all the stops, I had no idea where we were at any point in the journey. All I wanted to do was pull up Google Maps just so I could see where I was, so I knew if I was even honestly going to the right place. Did a lot of reading, kind of got delirious at one point, and then we started dropping people off so I had more room to spread out. And at that point I was just like putting my legs up in the air and trying to move and just do anything, and I was over it. It was a long journey from Battambang up here. And then showed up, and then they dropped me off on the side of the road. I'd read in the Lonely Planet book a homestay here, and so I was like, this place? And they were just like, yeah, sure, someone will come and get you. So I just stood on the side of the road, and then a nice man did come and get me. Brought me here. We've got the room for $5 a night. Seems like a cute place. I just saw some chicks and a chicken go past. Very much just like in lush greenery, so that's nice. I don't fully know the town though. I can't pull up Google Maps. Don't know what there's to do. So I need to go speak with the owner now. Try and figure out what there is to do, then decide how many days I'm gonna be here for. Oh, bug. I don't really know how to like explain this to him, that like I'm not doing any internet and I just need him to like help me with everything. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm nervous. Okay, so this is kind of strange, but so I'm traveling around Cambodia for 2 weeks, but like not planning anything and not using internet. So I just kind of need help on knowing what to do. Okay, perfect. And so the lake is good to go and swim at?
Yeah, and a good way you can go by motorbike, tuk-tuk, scooter.
Okay. All right, all of the questions answered, kind of, ish. We are gonna go grab a bite to eat. It was so funny though because the guy was like, yeah, just pull out your Google Maps. And I was like, no, I'm not using that. So he's like, okay, just walk and then turn and then turn. So we're gonna go see if we can find a restaurant. Susadai! I'm really enjoying it. Susadai! I think it's gonna be a good couple days here. I've got it all planned out. We're gonna go on a tour tomorrow, kind of seeing some of the main stuff, some lakes, some waterfalls, and then the next day we're gonna go and like get to some like remote tribal villages, which are gonna be really cool. I kind of want to try and see if I can like crash a party and party with Cambodians tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. Okay, so we found all the restaurants, and it looks like it's just like a row of a bunch of like different restaurants and all places to eat. Might just go kind of take a lap, see what there is, and then come back and find a spot to eat. Okay, so there's so many options. I didn't know which one to choose, but I went with the one that had like the most amount of people at it and got like a mixed meat noodle soup. It looks really good. The meat definitely looks like it's just like a mixture of like all different types of meat, so it should be delicious. Time to dig in. For $2 USD, we got a big bowl of mixed meat soup and a bottle of water. Can't complain about that. So I will always choose to eat at local joints. The food's always the best, especially street food. But the one way to make sure it's gonna be good food is just to make sure it's busy. That means they're gonna be rotating through their food. It's gonna be fresh. So that's kind of why I chose the place I ate at, was because it was the busiest one. So we're just hanging out chilling. We need to go shower and brush my teeth and then call it a night. But first we're kind of just looking over the map, kind of figuring out the next week because we are halfway done with this crazy adventure. I need to tomorrow, maybe the next day, go find an internet cafe and make sure my Vietnam visa went through, and probably email my mom and just tell her that I love her to make sure that it's all good. But I want to do an internet cafe. I don't want to cheat and just like connect my phone to the internet or use like their computer here. I don't even know if they have one here. Today was an exhausting day, but like nothing really happened. Just kind of sat in vehicles for the last 24 hours almost. So here in Ban Long, I'm staying in family house stay. Family house stay, yeah. What I really like about them is like he's been so helpful and like helped me like plan everything out, has like told me what I can and can't do, kind of has helped me like figure out how to get to my next location. I found about them in the Lonely Planet book, and so yeah, happy to be here, happy to kind of be trying to figure out the next steps, because one of the hardest parts I feel like I've found with this is it's been difficult to find authentic travels and like kind of unique experiences, because all the tour agencies always want to just like sell you on like the very typical tourist thing, because obviously that's what they're going to sell, that's what they're going to promote, that's how they make their money. So I get it, but I like to find different unique things, so that's why the internet's been so helpful to be able to do that. So like I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like using the internet gets you more authentic travels, because you can read different like Reddit forums and you can read about different things that like maybe the tour agency doesn't even know about, or if they do, they just don't sell it, so they're not going to promote it. We've traveled so far in the last, how much time? Why is math so hard? 20 hours? Right? Yeah. We've traveled so much in the last 20 hours. It's insane how far we've gone. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's like 7:30, and I think I'm calling it a night. Yeah, I'm so tired. And stinky! I need to shower. I tell you what, there is nothing better than a nice cold shower in this blazing heat. But the main reason why I came back on here, because I know the last clip was me saying goodnight, the main reason I came on here is that I have such an obsession with Instagram. And this entire week, I just like find myself as just like memory habit or like muscle memory or whatever, but like I get down with like my notes app because I'm like taking notes of like things to remember to say to the camera and like whatnot, and tracking making these videos, and I just like exit out and I like literally go and click on Instagram, like go and try and click on it. I'm like, oh, I'm slowly getting better with it, but so I'm kind of hoping that maybe, or I'm thinking that maybe I should like put time blocks on it so I can only go on Instagram during these times when I need to be like actually working on it. I think I need to do that, yeah. Ooh, I love social media, but at the same time, it's not great. Okay, but anyways, I turned the fan off so you can hear me better speaking, but now I'm disgustingly sweating, so we're turning it back on and we are going to bed. 8:05, that's a reasonable time to go to bed, right? Yeah, okay, good night.